No, I've never been a regular person. Well, let me start from the beginning. My name is Jared, and I work at a sex shop. I am 26 years old, and I live with my mom. And one thing I love doing is collecting DVDs. And what is my favorite DVD? Well, of course, Toy Story. Yeah, for a 26-year-old, it's a little weird, but I love Toy Story. Well, I was in the sex shop browsing the porno section trying to find my midget urine fetish videos, and I found a copy of Toy Story that said Toy Story 2 Director's Cut. I slipped it in my coat without paying for it and ran home. The cover was a little odd. It had Woody violently eating a jar of mayonnaise while Buzz Lightyear was jacking off into it. I was thinking that it was a porn version of Toy Story, which would be common because we do parodies here at the store. We had one with 4 naked Power Rangers in one shower, but we're not going to talk about that one. That's for a different story. So anyway, I went down to my musty basement, popped a bowl of popcorn, and put the disc in. The menu was a little disappointing. It showed Woody sadly eating a spoonful of mayonnaise while crying. Why, there was a person in the background behind the camera screaming at him to eat it. I didn't think much of it. I just kept playing it. "Ride my dick, bullseye!" Woody shouted as he was fucking his horse. I wasn't really interested in what was going on because Andy was watching all this happen and he was in complete shock. Buzz Lightyear shoved Mr. Potato Head up his ass, and it was not a pretty sight because Mr. Potato Head had to give commentary while he was doing it. And, well, that's when Woody came over. There was only one sheriff in town, brother. He removed his cowboy hat to put on a smaller cowboy hat, and he called over his friend Grant. "Meet my friend Grant McDonald." "Buzz, look, an alien!" "Where?" He pinned Buzz Lightyear to the ground, and he started violently teabagging him. He was wearing a cup, so the cup kept hitting Buzz Lightyear's face, making his face all mangled and wrinkly. "Yo, we're definitely gonna fuck you up," Grant McDonald said. He wasn't even in the Toy Story series. What is he doing in this? Isn't he a YouTuber? That's when it all made sense. Little Bo Peep, she was watching this whole fiasco happening, and she shoved her cane into Woody's urethra. He went ballistic. He went crazy. He took the cane, snapped it in half, and then he shoved it even further in his urethra. "You want this to happen to me? I make this fucking movie." He then decided to pogo stick the cane all the way over to the other side of the room. "Andy, we're leaving. Let's go." Andy didn't go. All the toys pinned him down and forced him to watch Woody and Buzz violently have sex. And what was Andy eating? A jar of mayonnaise with onions in it. See, what you don't know is that Toy Story was behind a bunch of sick, prejudiced fucks. In this version, Andy's father returns home. "I made it back, son." He was a overgrown, fat, balding man around his 50s, specifically, maybe 58, I can't remember. His name was Randy. "Stop playing with your toys and spend some time with your father." He lunged towards Andy, and Andy did a backspring flip right off the wall like it was the Matrix. "You're not gonna escape this time." Randy deadbolted the lock, and then threw the kid in the closet and closed the door behind them both. I was honestly really shocked at what was gonna happen. "Your mom made you lunch." He starts forcibly feeding Andy mayonnaise why singing to him about some girl named Connie or Tanya or some shit like that. I don't remember. All I know is they pulled out an accordion and it was pretty dangerous. I got disturbed and I turned off the film. Then I heard a knock on my door. Jared, your father's home. Come spend some time with your father.